That's good.
That's good? Okay, how about those two?
Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College and Earlham Women's Soccer. Thanks for being with us on what is now a warm and muggy afternoon as the Earlham Quakers will take on the Quakers of Wilmington. Earlham looking for their first win under head coach Chad Harden. Meanwhile, Wilmington coming in at 1-1-2. When we continue on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll take a little closer look at this Wilmington team and also what has happened to the Quakers up through this point. Also coming up, the tail of the tape between these two teams coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there as we continue right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Back once again here at Matlack Field on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Mentioned the Quakers coming in at 0-3, lost their last matchup on the road at Worcester by a final of 2-0. They've been defeated by Spalding. All their matchups again on the road. This is their first home matchup of the season. They lost to Spalding 4-2, and they lost at Berea by a final of 5-2. Young team, inexperienced team under head coach Chad Harden. They have a long way to go in this season to get competitive, but they do hope it will start today. Steve Spurk, the head coach for Wilmington, they won their last matchup, a high-scoring affair against Manchester by a final of 4-3. They lost their opening matchup against Center 4-0. Then they tied Anderson 1-1. They tied Wittenberg scoreless in that one as well. I want to talk about some individual players as we go throughout the contest here this afternoon as well. When we come back, the tail of the tape, we'll put these two teams side by side, give you a look at the numbers between the Quakers of Earlham and the Quakers of Wilmington as we continue the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. new and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994. Back once again here at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College. Let's go ahead and continue here in the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show as we bring you now the tale of the tape between these two teams here this afternoon. Give you a closer look at the two teams next to one another statistically. There you go right there. The goals per contest very close in the first few games for these two teams. Quakers have the huge advantage in shot percentage. And also, when you look down the line, corners in favor of Wilmington. There's your record. And again, red cards here into this contest here today, or at least coming into this contest between these two teams. So there you have it. The table is set. It'll be Earlham and Wilmington coming up in just a few moments as we continue on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Should be a good one here this afternoon between Earlham and Wilmington right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Back once again here at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College. It's Wilmington and Earlham here this afternoon. Again, the Quakers 0-3, their first of three matchups on the road. And Wilmington coming off a win just a couple of days ago on the road at Manchester, that final of 4-3. Starters being introduced as we speak here this afternoon. Here's how things will line up. Taylor Leak will get the start for Wilmington. Hannah Graney also starting. Ashley Levitt, Alyssa Rule, Taylor Scott, Erica Good, Katie Evans, Haley Burge, along with Taylor Thompson, Taylor Coy. And in goal this afternoon out of Blanchester, Ohio, will be Anna Hosler. For the Quakers this afternoon, they will go with Sari Stissy in goal. Stissy out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Raven McCream being moved from goal to the field this afternoon. Instead of wearing number 0, she will wear number 23. Emma Hoffman also starting. Chera Barclay, the senior out of Tacoma Park, Maryland. Kelly Mayhew along with Lydia Harvey. Abby McCullough starting. Kelsey Moore, Isabella Lopez, Jordan Cartman, and Michaela Bush, your starters today for the Quakers. We'll come back, get this one underway in just a moment. This is Earlham Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hitters Hangout Academy is the area's leading instructional academy for baseball and softball players. They offer the best instruction in baseball hitting, pitching, infield and outfield play, as well as catching, strength, lifting, and agility. In softball, the academy will also focus on hitting, pitching, infield and outfield play, strength, and agility. Hitters Hangout Academy in Richmond, helping young players understand the game and play the game the right way.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Quakers in their all-whites. They'll be kicking this one off to get this matchup underway here this afternoon in the what we're referring to as the Quaker Bowl, as these two teams, again, both Quakers, and we are underway. Thanks for being with us, and turning out to be a pretty decent afternoon. Had some threats of rain earlier today, but now we've got plenty of sunshine, and we'll have a doubleheader for you today, not just this women's soccer matchup. We also have volleyball coming up later today as well. Good look at the Quakers to the near side. Again, they're looking for their first win of the season. Quakers have not shot the ball well this year, considering that they've only had 6 shots per game, and so that's been limiting them offensively as the Quakers work it in their own zone. Of course, a lot of players back from last year. Emma Hoffman, the junior out of Monrovia. Chera Barclay leads this team in scoring, 2 goals and an assist. She has 5 points for the Quakers this season. Kelly Mayhew is back as well, and she's from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Lydia Harvey also returning, a sophomore defenseman, and Abby McCullough also back out of Denver, Colorado, played her soccer at Denver East High School. You have Kelsey Moore, the junior out of Granville, Ohio, and, of course, Isabella Lopez back out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So there's a lot of different players that are back from last year's squad, just haven't been able to put things together so far this season. And don't want to forget 2 other seniors in Jordan Cartman and Michaela Bush. By the way, the Quakers of Wilmington, you can pick them out pretty easily, and the green colors that they're wearing here today. Ashley Lovett leading the way for Wilmington, averaging, or at least scoring 3 goals through the first 4, so she's averaging nearly a goal per contest. And Anna Hosier, the goalkeeper, 1-1-2 on the season with a goals against average of 1.27, 12 saves on the season. So a kick here for the Quakers of Wilmington. You will hear the Wilmington coaching staff just to our right as that one lifted near the box, and the front header and coming out. Good job there for the Quakers. Sari's out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Arbor View High School. Sari Stacey there for the Quakers. Ball here to the near side. And we'll work back again to midfield.
Erica, that should be your ball. She needs to get wide.
Good job there by Mayhew reading that ball well, as it will now come to the near sideline. Good look at Alyssa Rule out of Miamisburg, Ohio. This is a Wilmington team that, again, will recruit very heavily, as you would expect, in the state of Ohio, and a very good high school programs in Ohio. McCullough down on the turf as the Quakers will dump it behind, and Wilmington right there defensively, keeping the pressure on the Quakers here in the first couple of minutes of this one this afternoon. Wilmington in control. That is Hannah Greeny. She's out of Dayton Carroll High School. Ball in the box once again, and there is Stacey for the Quakers. As you would expect in a early matchup, everything a feeling out process early. Though these teams have played one another in the past, you're still looking at the new players that will be participating here today, and each team, again, got to figure out what they can and can't do. Quakers to midfield, that's going to be Kelsey Moore. Again, and you're also thinking about Chad Harden, the head coach for Earlham. He is still trying to learn his players and a little bit of what they can and can't do in his system. Harden, of course, went to IU in his first year. Spent a little bit of time at the high school level over the last couple of years after being at Marion over in Indianapolis, a very, very good NAIA school. As that ball will go to bounds in the corner. Emma Hoffman there for the Quakers, and we'll play it back into the Earlham zone and see Wilmington looking to reset back to midfield. Haley Burge there for Wilmington, and the Quakers on that 50-50 ball. Mayhew coming up with it. Coming back once again will be Alyssa Rule now for Wilmington. Quakers will play again on September 17th, Ohio Wesleyan. That is a 1 o'clock start time coming up on Saturday, and then the Quakers head to Marietta on September 21st. They'll have a string of home matches once we get into the month of October, and all of those will be HCAC matches, and we'll give you an update what is happening in the HCAC in just a few moments as well. Most of the teams have at least 5 to 7 matches other than maybe Bluffton and Earlham. We'll update you on the standings. No conference games being played as of yet. That's Emma Hoffman there for the Quakers. That'll be whistled against Wilmington. And on the kick will be Michaela Bush.
Drop a little bit, Taylor. You're not going to get her there.
Bush will put that into play down the right sideline. There is Taylor Coy for Wilmington. And the ball will be played again on a throw-in for the Quakers. That was Hoffman again to Moore. Wilmington again back to midfield. Here's Lovett. Lovett, we mentioned, leading the Wilmington Quakers in scoring, coming in here this afternoon. Both teams play it back and forth. Quakers of Earlham with the possession now, and so far they have only had maybe one possession in Wilmington territory. Here's Cartman. Nice fake there by Cartman, and we'll dump it behind. The Quakers look to reset to go back to midfield, and here's McCullough. Ball lifted here to the near sideline, front header that time by Lovett, and the ball stays near midfield, but to the sideline, and that'll be lifted high. There's a 50-50 ball that will go out of bounds off the head that time of Jordan Cartman, and goes out of play. Just over 37 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ball again back to midfield. Quakers of Earlham with Mayhew there. And Earlham have the possession momentarily. And once again, Quakers will look to, of Earlham, look to work it here to the near side. Back to midfield, intended there for Barclay.
You're just standing.
Well, neither team have been able to put together a serious offensive attack thus far. As you see, Wilmington back into Earlham territories. The ball now near the far side. That's Mayhew. Earlham looks to dump it behind Mayhew. Once again looking for some support from behind. Now the ball will go past midfield into Wilmington territory, where it's returned once again past the midfield circle, and there for the Earlham Quakers is Kelly Mayhew. And once again, Wilmington trying to go on the attack. Quakers do a nice job to counterattack here for Earlham. Here's Cartman. And they'll work it to McCullough. Well, both teams playing pretty much midfield. Can, by the way, follow the live stats in this one here this afternoon on GoEarlham.com. All the information on Earlham Athletics on GoEarlham.com, and Again, watch the broadcast. Keep updated on what is happening statistically so far. Ball played again just inside Earlham territory for Wilmington. And again, they'll work it to the right sideline. Katie Evans out of Leesburg, Ohio. As the ball will go out of play deep in the corner, and he will have a throw-in from the sideline here for Wilmington. Earlham last a touch at that's Emma Hoffman. Another throw-in here for the Wilmington Quakers as Earlham defending once again to our left, and that ball cleared all the way past midfield, where another throw-in here for Wilmington. Good look at Taylor Leak. She's out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. And again, the ball will squirt out of bounds to the far sideline, and Earlham will now put it in play. By the way, Quakers, and speaking of Earlham, we'll be playing in a different complex next year, same area, but moved down a little bit to the south of us here. They'll have a brand new press box, and most of the fans will get a chance to see that by the month of December, when they'll have it completed and then ready to move in next year. So things will change here, and Earlham Athletics will finally have a soccer complex to work with as the ball to the near side. Raven McCree, by the way, the freshman out of Beaver Creek, Ohio, playing in the field here today for Earlham. And maybe Earlham here can do something as we're in the attacking third, and hustling back there for Wilmington was Taylor Coy. So this will be the deepest penetration we have seen so far for Earlham. And a throw-in from the far side. Get a good look at Kelsey Moore on the throw-in for Earlham. And the ball goes out of bounds. That might be Barclay the last to touch it. Let's wait and see if we have a corner here, and I believe we do. So Earlham will have their first corner of the afternoon. On the kick will be McCullough. Short outside kick. It'll stay in the box, and Wilmington able to clear it. There for Wilmington will be Taylor Scott, as the ball will go out of bounds. The Earlham Quakers a throw-in on the side. And unable to keep that one in play for Earlham will be Isabella Lopez. 32 minutes remaining, first half. So far, a lot of zeros on the board, even from the statistical standpoint, as neither team unable to get many shots so far. We've had the one corner by Abby McCullough, and then other than that, everything's a zero. In fact, the Quakers one corner, one offsides, and one foul so far here in the first half. Earlham back on the counterattack as they'll work it to the far sideline. That'll be Moore. This was intended for Lopez there for the Quakers of Earlham, but nothing to produce any serious offensive attack again as the ball back into Wilmington territory, and Wilmington trying to clear it out. Moore there for Earlham. We'll look back to the middle to Barclay. Now in the box and stepping up. Hostler there for Wilmington. And now Wilmington to the counter. Here's Thompson near side. Thompson with the left foot, but no one there. Might have been intended for Levin on her left side. Back again into Earlham territory where the Earlham Quakers look to dump it behind and work from there, as that's Mayhew to the turf, unable to control it, and now we'll see Wilmington here to the near side. Here's Rule. Here's Levitt. Levitt, nice turn. Quakers tried to get the Earlham Quakers tried to get the steal from behind. Barclay looking for a shot, takes a little shove from behind, and there's a steal. Nice job by Lydia Harvey, sophomore out of Philadelphia. Playing a little more physical there for Earlham to get the ball away from Levitt. Earlham unable to keep it in play here to the near side. That is Jordan Cartman, and again a quick throw in now for Wilmington. Levitt unable to control it here to the near side. Ball kept in play that time by Thompson, and they will say it does go out of bounds, and so Earlham will put it in play. Jordan Cartman
Mark up!
on the throw in.
Love it, get up!
Wilmington there. Graney for the Wilmington Quakers. That goes behind Ashley Levitt. Levitt trying to get a step on the defense, unable to do so. So again, throwing near side. Wilmington pushing that one ahead to Katie Evans. Evans taking a look as Evans trying to get by the defender. Good job there by Michaela Bush. Able to knock that one away. Bush chasing that one to the sideline, knocks it out of bounds, and this will give the Earlham defense an opportunity to reset. Ball lifted high into the box. There's a header just over the top of the goal. That was Ashley Levitt there for Wilmington. Well, that one just clipping the top of the crossbar. And Wilmington almost getting on the board first in this one here this afternoon. Other matchups today in HCAC women's soccer. Hanover playing at Thomas More. Oberlin is at Bluffton. Franklin is at DePaul. And Anderson home against Cincinnati Christian. There's one matchup tomorrow where Rose will be on the road at Webster. And, of course, another busy weekend in women's soccer. Quakers of Earlham to the near side. We'll have a change for Wilmington. See Stephanie Randolph come in, a junior out of Monroe, Ohio, will be our first substitution on the afternoon. That one lifted high and deep into Earlham territory, and therefore the Quakers of Earlham will be Emma Hoffman. Earlham will have a throw-in after the ball goes out of play. Earlham will play it safe and dump it to Moore, and Quakers will try to work it from there, but it goes out of play. Have a change mentioned against Stephanie Randolph coming in, a junior forward now for Wilmington. And the change they will make, we'll see Taylor Scott coming out of the lineup now for Wilmington as we come up on the 27-minute mark here in the first half of play. Only two players really battling hard for the loose ball. That was Emma Hoffman and Katie Evans. They called that one on Evans. And so Earlham back on offense. Michaela Bush, again, will put it in play for Earlham. Wilmington, again, just one shot here this afternoon. Quakers of Earlham looking for their first shot of the day, but so far Earlham unable to get anything going into Wilmington territory. That one will be kicked wide to the right. That was Haley Burge. Sorry, Stacey there for the Quakers, able to watch that one go to her left, and so we'll see Earlham back with a kick out of their own box area and see if they can go on the counterattack right here. Latest HCAC women's soccer standings, you have Franklin and Rose. They're both at 3-2. Franklin has had the first two players of the week in the HCAC. That one sent deep, and Hostler there for Wilmington. No danger for the Earlham Quakers is scoring there. Everyone way behind the lead ball on that one. That ball midfield. And another header this time by Randolph back into Earlham territory. And here is Katie Evans. Evans getting by defender. Evans with the kick, and Evans with the goal. So Evans with the first goal, and it's 1-0, Wilmington on top.
I see that move. Well done. Well done.
Boy, defending Harvey was there, and it was a nice move by Evans to get by Harvey to score the goal. And again, give Wilmington the early lead here this afternoon.
Score by number 20, Katie Evans.
So Evans again with a goal. The sophomore out of Leesburg, Ohio.
Hey, she doesn't have it.
That one happening right at about the 25-minute mark. And Earlham now playing from behind, still looking to make an attack right here, at least something of a serious nature, and it just hasn't happened so far for Earlham here this afternoon. The ball goes out of bounds to the far side. We'll put it in play. That's Taylor Coy. Now for Wilmington. By the way, Earlham has not gone to their bench yet here this afternoon, so these starters have gone the first 21 minutes of this one. And again, Wilmington back in Earlham territory. That one a 50-50 ball, and the right foot put into it, that by Burge. Just outside the box, here's Wilmington again, looking to make it 2-0. They'll dump it behind. That one lifted in the box and just to the left, so a little bit wide. That'll be Thompson. And Thompson unable to keep it in play as it goes out of bounds. Earlham regaining the possession with just over 23 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Updated numbers real quick as we look at Wilmington now. 3 shots, 1 shot on goal, and again, just 1 foul. Quakers a corner and offsides and 1 foul. So far, nothing generated offensively here for Earlham as this one will come out of bounds on the near side. Thompson with a throw-in. Header that time by Burge, and Earlham able to regain possession at midfield. Wilmington's Erica Good able to clear that one, and Earlham able to at least momentarily gain possession, but once again, Wilmington able to get it back, and will try to go on the counterattack. That one in the box, and Steve Spurk, the head coach, he's been around a long time, 24 seasons. Now watching his team with the lead here in the first half as Earlham unable to control that one to the near side as it goes out of bounds, as McCree unable to keep that one in play for Earlham. And now the ball to the sideline, and last touch there by Wilmington. Mentioned already the two teams off to a good start. Franklin and Rose both at 3-2. Mount St. Joe 2-2-1 on the year. Everyone else a 500 record or below. Anderson at 1-1-2. Hanover's 1-2, and you have 5 teams in the HCAC now looking for their first win of the year, including Transylvania, Bluffton, Earlham, Defiance, and Manchester. That one picked up there. Nice play. Sorry, Stacey there for the Quakers. And now Earlham looks to go the other way. Well, the name of this one again, and not hard to figure out so far, is just Earlham's inability to get anything going on offense. Nice tackle there by McCullough. And again, Wilmington in the box end. There is Stacey again able to grab that one in midair. So another attempt there by Wilmington, stopped by Earlham. Ball played in the Earlham side, and still trying to get this thing at least past midfield and get an opportunity. Here is Levitt to the near side. Levitt battling there with Jordan Cartman, and Levitt goes down. Head coach for the Quakers of Wilmington, Steve Spurk, wanted a foul call there, so we have another change now for Wilmington. Bailey Hauk is coming in. Taylor Leak will come out now for Wilmington. Here's Thompson on a throw-in. See Thompson right there just to the left of midfield. Earlham here to the near side. You see McCree again in field this time for the Quakers. She is the backup goalkeeper. They can also use Olivia Wallace, who's a junior out of Portland, Oregon, if they need a backup. Quakers trying to get it to midfield. There's Graney there for Wilmington, and again Wilmington just outside the box will look to make this 2-0, but the Earlham Quakers come up. That's Michaela Bush. Back to midfield and into Wilmington territory, but again Earlham unable to advance it any further. Lopez there for the Quakers. That'll be against Earlham. Mentioned the Quakers of Earlham back in action. Ohio Wesleyan. It's a 1 o'clock start time here at Matlack Field coming up on Saturday. Earlham football team will be in action Saturday as well. Both of those matchups, that's high into the box and wide to the left. Both those matchups Saturday again here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. So that ball goes out of bounds. Again deep in the corner, and again a throw in here for Wilmington. Coming up on 18 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. That ball nicely kicked right into the box with the Quakers of Earlham able to clear it out. And it will stay Wilmington ball. This time the Wilmington Quakers unable to keep it in play as it goes out of bounds on the end line. So now Earlham back on the counter attack, and again they just haven't put any pressure on Hostler, the Wilmington goalkeeper, so far. Just no offensive production here this afternoon. Bush will put it in play, and Bush looking to the near side, but there is Taylor Thompson for Wilmington. Alex Vestal coming in for Wilmington as well. They'll go to their third player off the bench. Quakers of Earlham unable to advance it much past midfield, and again Wilmington on the counterattack themselves. That pass going behind Stephanie Randolph. Earlham this time will look to go to the left sideline, but they kick it out of bounds, and a change there. You see number 15 Vestal coming in. Vestal, a freshman out of Orlando, Florida, in for the first time today, and Wilmington will bring out of the lineup number 5 Ashley Levitt. Clock is coming up on the 16-minute mark, and now they'll stop the clock. Looks like we may have a yellow coming up. Looks like they may get Katie Evans. So if it's Evans on the yellow, Quakers of Earlham will have the kick right here.
Warm up.
Their first yellow of the afternoon. Earlham in possession here to the near side. Here's Cartman. Front header that time by Alyssa Rule, and again for Earlham, unable to mount the counterattack, and here's Wilmington back to midfield.
Urge, look wide, please.
Of course, at halftime, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report will run down which right now is not a whole lot statistically. As Wilmington again on the attack, and there is Stacy once again for the Quakers, able to thwart that attack by Wilmington. Wilmington again able to make the stop there. Taylor Coy is Earlham unable to advance past midfield. Here's Barclay. They haven't been able to get her on track here this afternoon, but they haven't been in a position to do anything offensively. And once again, Wilmington able to stop the Earlham attack. Alyssa Rule. And now that ball sails deep into Earlham territory, and on the return the other way, this will be Lydia Harvey. Harvey will work it to the left side. Good look there to Kelsey Moore, and now Earlham unable to catch up with that one as the ball will be cleared out of bounds. Back to get, well, it's actually going to stay in play. That's Burge who had tried to get it out of play to the far sideline. And now you see the ball come to the near side and will go to bounds as Earlham again unable to do anything with it. Abby McCullough the closest to it. Here's Wilmington in play here to the near side. Cartman with a right foot. But again, Wilmington, so many green jerseys right. Here's the Quakers play that little triangle here to the near side. Here's Barclay just outside the box. Barclay looking right. Had McCree there. But the ball will go out of bounds here to the near side. Earlham will have a throw-in. Barclay drawing a double team here on the near side. Once again, Earlham will work it back out front. This one lifted high in the air, and there to scoop it up will be Hosler once again, or Hosler, excuse me, for the Wilmington Quakers. And Wilmington back on their own counterattack as they'll work it quickly up that right sideline. Wilmington is about ready to go back to their bench here in a couple of moments. Harvey there for Earlham crossing midfield as, again, that attack not lasting very long. Isabella Lopez unable to catch up with it. And we will see now for Earlham, Emma Lady, the freshman out of Richmond, come in for the first time here this afternoon. And coming out will be Isabella Lopez. Under 13 minutes remaining, first half.
Defensively, all right? Okay. Talk to him.
Wilmington will make a change as Madison Wiedemann will come in. She is out of Sunman, Indiana, played her high school soccer at East Central, and another very good athletic program at East Central down in St. Leon, Indiana. And here's your change right now for Wilmington. Coming out of the lineup for Wilmington will be Hannah Graney. A throw in for Wilmington, knocked out of play, and Earlham says it is their possession. That's Mayhew there for the Quakers. And Earlham again a throw in very close to midfield with Emma Hoffman. Wilmington able to regain the possession as a front header there by Mayhew. Here is more now for the Earlham Quakers, but again the pass goes wide of Mayhew, and Wilmington regaining possession, and the Earlham Quakers trying to put a little pressure now on Wilmington. Earlham again just one player off their bench so far, so these players that are on the pitch right now have gone the distance. 1-0 first half. Again, Wilmington on top.
Good job, Abby.
Go back to the goal scored, and it was Katie Evans scoring the goal for Wilmington. Updated numbers now for Wilmington as that one will sail a little bit high, and you have right now 5 shots for Wilmington, 3 shots on goal. 2 fouls now by Wilmington and 1 yellow card for the Quakers. Still no shots on goal, 2 saves, 1 corner and offsides, and 2 fouls. And it's pretty evident right now when you see all those zeros for Earlham, just unable to generate anything. In fact, they barely put themselves in position to score. And part of that is Wilmington's defense, but also part of it is Earlham just can't get the ball where they need to get it, as that one lifted into the box, and that might have been their best opportunity. Hostler there for Wilmington. Earlham able to come back, and we have an offsides, I believe, called on Earlham. So Hostler able to stop the attack there for Wilmington. Rule on the kick, lifting that one high and past midfield. Here's another change as Sarah Pierce will come in out of New Carlisle, Ohio. She played her high school soccer at Dominion Academy. And Katie Evans, who got that yellow card earlier, coming out of the lineup. And the ball goes out of play, and once again back to Wilmington. There's a chance just outside the box now for Wilmington, but Earlham defended it well. That was Michaela Bush there for Earlham. Barclay goes down on the turf. Of course, the pitch here is a little bit damp. Had some rain earlier today, so the footing may not be exactly what they want. A little shove from behind as Alyssa Rule playing physical there against Barclay, and Barclay slow to get up for the Earlham Quakers. Pierce near side, lifted by Thompson, and that will stay in play, I believe, and again with a very slow pitch. The rain they had earlier here this afternoon slowing things down. Earlham going to their bench. We'll see Abby Smith come into the lineup. Smith, a junior middle fielder defenseman out of Mount Vernon, Ohio. Earlham a kick right here by Harvey. Earlham unable to get any distance on that kick, and you see all the Wilmington players playing up on that kick. Mayhew trying to force the action the other way. Here's Emma Lady. Lady looking to the right. Barclay unable to control it. Back again to the near side and eventually goes out of bounds. Intended there for Vestal.
Everybody on a man! Nothing behind T. Nothing behind T.
Hartman on the throw-in.
Get behind her.
Barclay here to the near side, but not a whole lot there as Lady back to Barclay. Barclay tried to lift that back to the middle, but it went off the head of Hauk. Six minutes remaining here in the first half. Hostler will put it in play. A little bit of a breeze blowing from the east and not a very good kick. And Earlham able to come up and gain possession here to the near side. Once again, Abby Smith there for Earlham as that ball will go out of play down the sideline. And Earlham will have a throw-in. And a lady there for the Quakers, and we will have a corner now. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Opportunity perhaps here for Earlham. That one lifted high into the box, knocked away. Barclay with the attempt comes up empty. And that right there is your most serious attempt in the first half. And now Wilmington back on the counter. Quakers of Earlham better hurry back. This one into the box, and there for the Quakers of Earlham again will be Stacey. Boy, Earlham trailing that play. You could hear the Wilmington coaches trying to get their second goal, yelling from behind as, again, Earlham able to come up with it. Here's Moore. Wilmington will keep it in Earlham territory, and again, Earlham back on their heels as Emma Lady going for that one. Here's Coy, and again, the Earlham Quakers at midfield. That'll go down the sideline, kicked there by Erica Good, and will go to the right of the box and goes out of play. Wilmington will keep it.
Get in, Vestal!
Earlham may make a change here as well. We could see Lily Fishletter come in. She's out of New York City, a senior. Front header, and that's number 15 that's Vestal again for Wilmington. But there again for Earlham will be Stacey.
Look! Good. Now go. Now go. Get back, Taylor!
That one lifted all the way to midfield. Back header attempted by Barclay. Here comes Earlham. Smith looking back again to Mayhew. Mayhew looking to Smith. Smith. Well, these photographers always getting in the way, aren't they? Thought you got warned once. So into the line of Fishleiter again for Earlham. This will give Kelsey Moore her first break of the afternoon. Throw in near side. Earlham's possession, a short-lived one. Attempted back header that time by Pierce. They're met by Michaela Bush for Earlham. Ball will go out of bounds here on the near side. Last touched by Mayhew. And a throw-in. Here's Thompson. Boy, had two white jerseys there. Cartman and Bush on the double team here to the near side. And somehow Wilmington still able to come up with the possession. But Earlham gets to steal. Fishletter there for Earlham. Barclay looking near side for Smith. And once again, Wilmington into the attacking third. And good job there again by Cartman to clear that one out of bounds. This will give the Earlham defense a chance to regroup as we're down to our last 90 seconds here in the first half. Earlham able to take over. They'll have to work pretty quick here.
Shoot, who are you marking?
And the lady with the right foot, but again, Wilmington able to keep it in their possession. Now let's see if Earlham can go on an attack right. Here's the ball, goes to the far side, still in play, and once again, Wilmington able to stop Earlham. So a minute remaining in this one. Earlham once again looking to go back to the middle. There is Lady. Lady intended here to the near side for Abby Smith. Throw in here for Earlham.
Tight! Good! Come on, Madison!
Mayhew looking to the middle as Earlham, knowing we're down to the last few seconds. This is the final opportunity here for Earlham in the first half. We'll have a throw-in as Emma Hoffman, and this will do it for the first half of play. So Earlham here at the halftime report from the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard and our halftime update coming up. It's Wilmington 1 and Earlham 0. This is Earlham Soccer right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So of course I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow. Hitters Hangout Academy is the area's leading instructional academy for baseball and softball players. They offer the best instruction in baseball hitting, pitching, infield, and outfield play, as well as catching, strength, lifting, and agility. In softball, the academy will also focus on hitting, pitching, infield, and outfield play, strength, and agility. Hitters Hangout Academy in Richmond, helping young players understand the game and play the game the right way. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. Before you know it, I know we have a ways to go. Baseball season will be here, and we're hoping to have even more features from the Earlham baseball team, as they will be probably the favorites going into next year in the HCAC. This is the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report, and as we mentioned a little bit ago, not much to tell you about for Earlham here this afternoon. They have had very, very few opportunities as they trail at 1-0 here at halftime. Let's give you some numbers. We'll start with Wilmington. 7 shots in the first half. 4 shots on goal. They had 1 save, no corners, no offsides, 2 fouls, 1 yellow card. For Earlham this afternoon, and the 2 shots they did get came very late in the first half. So 2 shots, 1 shot on goal, 3 saves, 2 corners, 2 offsides, 2 fouls, no yellow or red cards. And for the Quakers, Kelsey Moore and Chera Barclay both with shots. The only shot on goal was Moore.
So that has been it for the Quakers this afternoon. Katie Evans leading the way for Wilmington. And I think they did change that yellow. I think the yellow went from Katie Evans to Stephanie Randolph. I think they said number 10, not number 20. But for Evans, she had one shot and one shot on goal. And again, the only goal scored today so far. And by the way, Ashley Levitt, the leader for Wilmington, 3 shots, 2 shots on goal here this afternoon. And that's been it. And sorry, Stacey. 4 shots on goal, 1 goal, 3 saves in the 45 minutes. And for Hosler, 1 shot on goal and 1 save in the first half. So there you have the first half numbers on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard and halftime report. We'll come back in just a few minutes. Your halftime report will continue, and the second half is coming up as well, right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, alumni! Wondering how you can stay connected to Earlham? The Alumni Office is here to make the connection last by organizing events in your area, representing alumni voices on campus, and helping you get connected to resources across our global community.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Fight, fight, inner light. Graduation's in plain sight. Is it true? You're almost through? Your Alumni Council is here for you. Learn more about the Earlham Alumni Council and how we can help at earlham.edu/alumni.
Back once again here at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College as we are getting set for the second half of play. And it is our understanding that Wilmington has changed their goalkeeper. Lita Moyer is now in, so Hostler out, Moyer in. She is a sophomore out of Martinsville, Ohio. So there's a change again for the Wilmington Quakers. Wilmington will kick off to lead things here in the second half of play. So Earlham, see what adjustments they will have made at halftime to try to get that offense going here in the second half. So now Wilmington again will attack left to right. Earlham will defend their goal to the south end here at Matlack, and we are underway. After this one, we'll name the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game for the Earlham Quakers. See what adjustments Wilmington, too. They had, I would imagine from their standpoint, they were pretty happy with the first half, at least the pressure that they put against Earlham throughout the entire first 45 minutes. Again, the changing of their goalkeeper, and we'll see what Moyer will bring to the table. Moyer, as we mentioned, a sophomore. Very rarely, unless you see an injury, do you see a team make a change in goal. Here's Erica Good on the kick. Good kick by Good in the box. Quakers cleared out of there. That Earlham again. Speaking of the Quakers, Harvey able to get a right foot into it. Cleared out of there. That'll be called against Wilmington. That was Ashley Lovett. Lovett's been relatively quiet here this afternoon. Harvey, the Earlham player who went to the turf on that foul once again by Lovett. Here's Barclay. Earlham's being as patient as they can, as you see. Good spacing and pretty decent passing up until they get to the point about midfield, and then it is stopped again. Here's Graney. Now Wilmington back on the counterattack into the attacking third. This one lifted high and will fall into the awaiting arms of Sorry Stacey. Again, Earlham back to midfield. That is Mayhew for Earlham, but Earlham again just cannot get anything sustained. Battling for the loose one there is Cartman for Earlham. And to midfield again to McCullough. Here's McCullough on the dribble here for Earlham. McCullough goes down. No whistle there as Rule is now whistled for the foul. McCullough taking a hard fall to the turf. They'll call that again on Alyssa Rule on the foul. Earlham will have a kick from the spot of the foul. You get a good look there at Abby McCullough out of Denver East High School. Boy, that one off the right foot of Mayhew. Mayhew, I believe, looking to her right, just outside the box or very close to the box. And Earlham unable to do anything with it again on offense. Ball lifted high in the air. The back header there by McCullough. And boy, she along with Chera Barclay in the same vicinity. Barclay, I think, was looking to get that one herself, but now the Earlham Quakers will put it in play on the far side. That is Cartman. Isabella Lopez out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, a junior this season. Earlham better hurry up and get back here pretty quick, and good job on the double team there as Emma Hoffman and Lopez for Earlham able to get that one away, but Earlham unable to clear it out of their own zone. And once again, just outside the box, here's Wilmington looking to go on the counterattack as they work it into the attacking third. Left side of the box, and for Earlham, defensively, that's Jordan Cartman. So now a corner here for Wilmington. Erica Good, the senior defenseman out of Miamisburg, will put it in play. On the corner, the first corner now for Wilmington here in the second half. You see the new press box and such right there in the background. That one high and just out of the reach of Sorry Stacey. Generally here at Matlack, we have a pretty good breeze coming from the west, but not today. Virtually no breeze whatsoever in what's turned out to be a rather warm and muggy afternoon. So now Earlham will put this one back into play here near side to Moore. Moore looking back to the middle and trailing that play for the Quakers, Cartman. And now Earlham to the far side. That is Michaela Bush. Bush will put a nice leg into this one. And that through ball gets by midfield, and Wilmington there able to pick it up and will look to go back on the counterattack once again as Earlham unable to do anything with it offensively. Here is Wilmington to midfield and cleared out of bounds there by McCullough. Or nearly out of bounds. Looks like it did stay in on the far side. That's Cartman who put it back into play, and this time it does go out of bounds, and Earlham will put it in play. McCree as Wilmington touched it last, and now they'll call that one against Earlham. That may have been the foul on Mayhew. And a kick here now for Wilmington. That is Erica Good once again for Wilmington. 50-50 ball just over the outstretched head there of Lovett, who tried the back header. Now Wilmington on the attack once again. Ball lifted into the box, and that will go past the end line and out of play. And Earlham again will put it into their possession as we are down to the 38-minute mark now here in the second half. Earlham coming off a shutout against Worcester just 3 days ago, trying to get back. And in fact, their offense really wasn't too bad the first two times. Spalding, they scored twice. Berea, they scored twice, and they were outscored 9-4. And now Earlham will regain possession following the stoppage of play. They again scored 4 goals in the first 2 matchups, gave up 9, so at least offensively they were able to put some goals on the board, but they have failed to do so here in the last 2 matchups. Earlham stopped past midfield, and we'll go back and forth once again just across the midfield circle. Here's Leak. Wilmington now in the attacking third. Here's a chance, and that one will be ricocheted off to our right. And we will have a corner here once again for Wilmington. Earlham did a good job that time peeling back defensively to help out their keeper in Stacey. So now a corner, you can barely see it down the line, but this one into the box to the right. Wilmington keeps possession. Lifted high, and the front header attempt there by Ashley Lovett will go out of play. Wilmington again putting the pressure on that Earlham defense. (1-0) here in the second half. Earlham really hasn't done much here either. They don't have anyone that has a very strong leg to get that thing to midfield. Wilmington knows that they play up on it. Lovett goes down. Cartman able to get the steal, but Lovett right back once again, looks to center that ball. There's Cartman again, and Wilmington still keeping possession. Down near the end line, Katie Evans taken away, and Earlham back on the counter up the right side. But boy, again, just not a very good pass as Barclay got a right foot on it. And now Wilmington again, and right into the awaiting arms that time of Stacey. Quakers trying to get out a quick, fast break the other way. Here's Hoffman. Taylor Scott right there with Hoffman. Earlham has a throw-in. You see it right here to the near side. Probably here now, Earlham dumping back behind, trying to maybe move the ball to the other side. It goes out of play, and this will be a Wilmington throw-in. Earlham trying to go back and then perhaps to the other side. Only problem was there was no one open. Again, Wilmington. Here's Lopez. Taken away by Leak. Leak with the right foot, and right there coming in from the left side was Lovett, but it got to the awaiting Stacey. And Earlham stops that attack once again. Stacey with the right leg. Kelsey Moore battling here to the near side along with Taylor Coy. And Wilmington again, you see right there a throw in, and things getting physical now, and they're going to get Mayhew right there. Mayhew called for the foul against Taylor Leak, and Wilmington puts it right back into play. Wanting to catch Earlham off guard if they can. Here's the attack inside the box, and that too will go past the end line. There is Ashley Lovett. We talked about Lovett a little bit in the pregame, the team's leading scorer, but so far here today she's been shut down, and we'll have a corner. This time we'll go to the far side. That will be Taylor Scott, the senior out of Lynchburg, Ohio, who will now put it in play. Coming up on the 33-minute mark. Good corner, and just in front of the net and knocked away, and Stacey having to come out, almost coming out of the box herself to run that one down. That was a pretty good corner there for Wilmington. On the dribble to the near side for the Earlham Quakers is Harvey, and he goes out of bounds, and we'll see Coy with the throw-in here on our near side. Front header that time by Emma Hoffman. Coy again will move up a couple of feet very close to midfield. There's Moore for the Quakers along with Lopez. Now it'll be Barclay. Barclay wanted to go back to Moore here to the near side and eventually goes out of bounds as Erica Good there defensively now for Wilmington. Scott near side. Graney once again for Wilmington. Goes past the end line and Wilmington will give it up once again. Here's where the Quakers need a little, speaking of Earlham, a little distance on this kick. They haven't gotten anything so far. Michaela Bush. It's going to be Bush. It will be Bush. We'll now put it in play as we're down to 32 minutes. 13 minutes into the second half, and Earlham still unable to generate any attack. Goes out of play, and Bush tried to get it by the defender, and she was a little disgusted with herself right there, as now we'll have another corner. This will be Evans again. We'll move it to the near sideline. I think this is now the third corner of the second half. That one carries a little bit long and wide of the box and back inside, lifted high to the left, and again that will go out of play, and we will do it another time. This time we'll shift to the other side. Taylor Scott. Earlham now outshot 12-2. In this one, they've been in the shots on goal 6-1. This one, front head attempt there by Good will go out of play, and Wilmington again will peel back on defense, and Earlham will try to go on the counter. Earlham at this stage probably feeling pretty fortunate. They're only down 1-0 here in the second half. That'll be Bush again who will put it in play for the Earlham Quakers. Earlham looking to attack to the far side. That is McCree there for Earlham, and now with the right foot Mayhew. Here's Barclay. Barclay on the dribble, drawing a double team. Now Barclay one-on-one back in the box with the left foot and unable to deliver. Moyer there for Wilmington, but that is Earlham's first real serious offensive attack here in the second half. Earlham will make a change. We'll see Emma Lady coming back in a little earlier here in the second half. Barclay again. Nice through ball chance for Earlham, and that one not hit well that time by Abby McCullough. But again, Quakers 2 in a row. Near collision there at midfield as Hoffman along with Mayhew.
Go, go, go!
You can hear the Wilmington coaching staff trying to get their offense going. So now Earlham to the far side. That'll be McCullough. McCullough, nice job getting by the defender. Now will center that ball and rolls into the awaiting arms of Moyer once again. Another good kick by Moyer. Ball goes out of bounds. That's off the right foot of Mayhew, and Wilmington will now have a throw-in. A couple of steps in, and Thompson will put it in play, and again, unable to keep it in bounds as that will go off of Lovett. Here's a change. We mentioned Emma Lady, the freshman out of Richmond, coming in. Lady a little earlier, this one at about the 28-minute mark. And coming out of the lineup for the Quakers, Isabella Lopez. Earlham with a throw-in, but again, Wilmington with the steal. Boy, I tell you, that's getting physical right there. You love to see it between Katie Evans and Michaela Bush. And the officials let them play it, and Earlham will reset their defense as that's kicked out of bounds by Cartman. So now Wilmington with a throw-in, and it goes out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Wilmington. Here's another change now. Abby Smith will come in. I saw Barclay earlier kind of signaling to the bench that she wanted to come out. Of course, she's played some serious minutes here today, and look at Wilmington. Wow. They will come in with Sarah Pierce, Alex Vestal, also Amy Johnson coming in. And looks like also coming in 29-15. Was that? No, that's Graney. So they had 4 players come in. Oh, that's it, Pierce. And number 10, that's Stephanie Randolph. The last one was Randolph. So Wilmington keeping their players fresh as they go 4 on the bench. Ball goes out of bounds, and again, the Earlham players playing some serious minutes. 2 players coming in here in the second half early. The ball lifted to the right. And I would imagine from a strategical standpoint, you're thinking that you can wear this Earlham team down a little bit. For the Quakers, they'll have to get some serious minutes out of Barclay down the stretch. Here's Bush once again for Earlham. Very short ball. That is not good news if you're an Earlham fan, as now Stacey having come out and retrieve that loose ball after it got inside the box once again for Wilmington, and they just simply take it away from McCree. Wilmington back on the counterattack. And Barclay going to take that back. That's going to be Mayhew for Earlham. Here is Moore trying to protect the ball, and Earlham trying to keep the possession. That one will sail very close to us. Here's Coy throwing near side. Moore back to Mayhew. Mayhew centering that ball, and now Earlham. Here's McCullough. Back to Moore, near side. Earlham trying to get on the counterattack right here. Here's Mayhew. And instead of going north, Quakers heading south as that one goes to the far side. Here's Harvey. Liddy up the right sideline. Cartman there for Earlham. And, boy, everywhere there's a player. And, again, physical play on the far side. And they're going to call that against Wilmington. I think that was number 29, and it is. That's Amy Johnson. Johnson was saying to the official she thought she got grabbed on the jersey, so that's why she ended up playing that ball even more physical. So we have a kick here. Free kick now by Michaela Bush. Wall of 3, I think that's what it is. Up just 2 set up in front of her by Wilmington, as they'll defend from behind. Rule there on the front header, and Wilmington able to go back on the counter the other way. Quakers have to peel back quickly. Boy, not a good kick that time if you're a Wilmington fan by Vestal. But still Wilmington able to keep it in the attacking third. Just outside the box with the left foot, and that one picked up again by Stacey. And Earlham back the other way as we're coming up on the 23-minute mark here in the second half. Time to update the numbers once again here this afternoon. 14 shots now by Wilmington. Earlham with 4. Wilmington with 7 shots on goal. Earlham now with 3. 3 saves by Wilmington, 6 by Earlham. 5 corners for Wilmington, just 2 for the Quakers. No offsides by Wilmington. Earlham with 2, and very close in the foul department. 6 by Wilmington and 5 now by Earlham. There's your latest stat update here in the second half as that one goes left of Stacey. Time starting to be a factor when you get down to about 20 minutes, and we talk about it time and time again, as Wilmington will make a change. I'll tell you about that change in just a moment. Think about the 20-minute mark, and then things start to tighten. Even though you're only down 1-0, you're needing something pretty quick, especially for a team that is struggling now to score goals like Earlham is doing. As that goes out of play, McCree goes down, as does Thompson. We have a change here. Both teams making a change as Haley Burge will come in. So Wilmington able to stay fresh once again. We'll see Lily Fishletter come in now for the Quakers. As we are now under the 22-minute mark here in the second half. Earlham with a throw-in. Well, you have to do better than that. You had Johnson right there for Wilmington. Earlham unable to do anything with it again. Wilmington back the other way and clearing that one out. Good job by Hoffman. But again, Wilmington playing that one at midfield. And here is Mayhew for Earlham. Every time Earlham goes on the attack, Wilmington there to have someone stop or disrupt it to the point where the Earlham Quakers just have nothing there. There's a right foot, and that one just wide to the right. Strong kick that time by Graney. Earlham has a player a little slow to get up that time. That is going to be Lydia Harvey. Got to work on that right leg as she came up a little bit limp. Strong attempt that time by Hannah Graney out of Dayton, Ohio. Played at Carroll High School. And now Earlham back into play as we come up on the 20-minute mark. So 25 in. And still Earlham. Nothing on the board. Here in the first. Seals hands. Pretty good, huh? Even with the offhand. Throw in near side for Coy. Well, the one thing about Wilmington, again, with so many players coming off their bench, they are showing their depth here this afternoon, where Earlham just doesn't have that kind of depth. Maybe 2 or 3 off their bench. This one shot to the left. Good attempt there by Amy Johnson. Sorry, Stacey pretty much left out on that island all by herself as Earlham unable to come back defensively. Need a good lift right here. Bush has left all of these kicks relatively short, and all the Wilmington players have known it so far, so they play very close. And Wilmington again able to come up with a steal and back the other way. And I'm going to take that back. It was Lydia Harvey who put the leg into it, but again, nothing there as Wilmington will keep it in the attacking third. Here to the near side. Good look here at Moore. That's off the right leg of Moore, but I think, let's wait. No, it was Moore the last to touch it. Moore coming in. This will be McKaylee Almer. So Almer coming in now for Wilmington, and I think also Madison Wiedemann out of East Central High School in St. Leon, Indiana, now checking in. So we're talking about, what now, 6 or 7 different players have now come in for Wilmington here in the second half. And you have to wonder at some point where Earlham will really begin to wear down.
Okay.
18 plus. As Earlham a throw in here to the near side, that's Emma Hoffman. Hoffman throws it into triple coverage here in the near side, and again Earlham trying to get it out of there, and Once again, Wilmington, just all kinds of players around the ball. That's been a huge key here today, where they have not allowed much breathing room for Earlham. Cartman, far side. That one lifted down the sideline and will eventually go out of play. Another new player coming in, as Danielle Quitschreiber will come in out of Mount Orab, Ohio. So I'm looking up and down their lineup. There are very few that they haven't played now here this afternoon for Wilmington. Stephanie Randolph will come out of the lineup now for Wilmington. Is down to 17 minutes remaining. Volleyball tonight. Wilmington and Earlham will play the second version of our Quaker Bowl. One in soccer. Here's Emma Lady. One in volleyball. Earlham across midfield, and good positioning right there by Taylor Thompson to get the takeaway from Lily Fischletter. Earlham from behind here, as that is Quitschreiber here to the near side. Quitschreiber went to the turf, and now Earlham, here's Moore. Emma Lady just away from Lady on the pass from Moore. Again to the near side, that is Taylor Coy going to the turf. Let's see if Earlham can get back on the counter. Down 1-0, second half, 16 minutes to go. Boy, that pass intended for Abby Smith, but again, Wilmington two back. Here's Good now to the near side, lifting that ball to midfield. Quitschreiber here to the near side as well, and a good look at Burge. Earlham again into Wilmington territory, but unable to do anything with it. Ball just over the head of Bush. And all Earlham can do right there is clear it out of there. Jordan Cartman there for the Quakers. But again, Wilmington at midfield, and the front header will put it deep into Earlham territory inside the box, and having it cleared out at the last moment, Emma Hoffman. And that foul will be called on Wilmington's Taylor Thompson. Earlham men's soccer team here to watch the women and hopefully give them a lift here the rest of the way. I'm going to stop the clock now as we're just under the 15-minute mark, and this will be a free kick here for the Quakers of Earlham. That is going to be Michaela Bush. That might be her best ball of the day. As now goes out of bounds on the far side. Earlham will keep possession. More changes now for Wilmington as they will bring Evans. Evans coming in. Also coming in will be Lovett. And also Bailey Hauk. Hauk is out of Huber Heights, Ohio. So Wilmington right here, they will look to stay fresh down the stretch as we come up on the 14-minute mark here in the second half. Ball put back in play as that'll be a foul called from behind. Going down on the pitch that time, Katie Evans took a little bit of a shot from behind by Michaela Bush. So Wilmington back on the counter once again as they'll go behind, and that one lifted high in the air in the box and just over the outstretched head that time of Lovett, who was in there looking for the back header. Taylor Scott was there as well for Wilmington. Wilmington again getting the takeaway, but there's Mayhew. Mayhew sporting a shiner on that left cheek. Apparently took a shot at some point before the matchup here today. Here's Bush. Bush up the left sideline on the dribble. Looking ahead to the middle, and she does have Smith. Bush, two defenders there, now all the way near the corner, and then eventually knocked out of bounds by Wilmington as Erica Good is there for Wilmington. Wilmington will make another change. Hannah Graney coming back in, and they are subbing frequently here in the second half as they're trying to wear Earlham down. With a lot of fresh bodies, goes out of play, and here's Graney in.
Taylor Scott, make some runs down
well, not yet. They did attempt to get her in, but cannot do so. And the lady there for the Quakers, Earlham of, I should say the Quakers of Earlham, dumping it back again to midfield. Hoffman looking to the middle to Mayhew, and they'll try to go right side and set it up from there. There is Jordan Cartman. Cartman again, as Earlham got it past midfield, and then just like that, the attack stopped relatively quickly. Coming up on the 11-minute mark, we mentioned Graney coming back in, and setting down will be Wiedemann there for Wilmington. All in play again for Wilmington as they'll battle it on the sideline. Two players going down. Evans for Wilmington, Bush for Earlham. That one lifted toward the goal and goes a little bit high on the shot that time by Burge. That's a pretty good kick right there, but just too high. And Wilmington failed to get that second goal on the board. They'd love nothing more than to get that insurance goal, leading at 1-0 right now. Only problem is Earlham, if they can get one here late, tie this thing up. Oh, here we go again. And, boy, nice job clearing that one to the near side as Harvey back there on defense for the Quakers. Here is Mayhew now for Earlham. Earlham won't be able to dump it behind very much here the rest of the way. They're going to have to find a way to attack and be aggressive on the attack here the rest of the way. Near side, Hoffman. Hoffman goes down. Foul from behind is Taylor Scott on the foul. We're 35 minutes in, and Earlham now is 10 minutes. Get something going. Burge there for Wilmington. DC will put a leg into one of her better kicks, but it came from the top of the box. And again, Wilmington able to come back on defense. They'll reset there as it was knocked out of bounds by Erica Good. Barclay in and McCullough in. So Barclay for the final 9.5 minutes here for the Quakers.
Right on your foot.
Earlham trying to get something here offensively in these final 9 minutes of play to tie this one up. We're at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College, and Earlham still trying to get that first win on the board. They're 0-3 coming in and trail this one 1-0. Good steal there by Hoffman. Lopez trying to go back to midfield. But again, Wilmington with a green jersey everywhere the ball is going. Ball skips here to the near side, kept in play by Scott. And now Wilmington on the counter in the attacking third. Here's Scott. Scott with the left foot, knocked away at the last moment and then hit wide to the right. And Wilmington coming up just a little bit short in their attack. Earlham right now can waste no time. Need to get this ball into play pretty quick. You're down to your final 8 minutes plus. Earlham really taking their time getting the ball in play. Yeah, good job there by Wilmington's Bailey Hauk. You have to be impressed with the way that Wilmington has played today, as they have just not allowed Earlham to breathe at all. It really doesn't matter where on the field. They have come after Earlham all afternoon as that goes out of bounds, and we will have another corner here for Wilmington. A little hard to see the lift not working today here at Matlack, so we don't get a really high view of anything, and hopefully they'll have that corrected the next time we're here on Saturday. That's a ball hit to the top of the box, so not a good kick that time for Wilmington. That was Taylor Scott. Coming up on the 7-minute mark here in the second half. Boy, everybody up again. Bush here again to the near side. Hey, right there in the bag. Not bad, huh? Thank you. Some days I'm lucky, huh? Ball will go out of play down the sideline. We, by the way, are right on field level. Sometimes very hard to see down the line, as that one is going to go over the goal. Anything down the line, we can't see the Wilmington bench just to right. And again, with the camera level so low here today, hard to see down in the corner. But we do know one thing, that the Earlham Quakers have 6 minutes here. Get something done. Mayhew unable to bring that one down, and nice job shielding the ball here on the near side is McCullough. That one on the turf is good, able to knock it away. McCullough again will put it in play here to the near side, taken away again by Wilmington. Wilmington back on the counterattack. That one lifted toward the goal and just off the outstretched fingertips. Yeah, Stacey able to get her hand on it, and it lasted, or in fact, I should say landed on the top of the netting, and we'll have another corner here for Wilmington. Well, actually, they're going to see it. There we go. I was waiting to see if Scott, she was actually just lining up the offense. So again, this will be kicked from the right corner. Last time out, Scott left it a little bit high, and this one in the box, and we have some shoving going on underneath, and they're going to get Katie Evans on the foul that time. Evans, very physical player. She questions the official on that call, but Evans getting caught. They're rolling under 5 minutes to go. And Earlham unable to get that ball with any authority on it on those kicks. And now Earlham across midfield. Here's perhaps the last chance as that one goes out of play. And we'll have a throw-in for Earlham. This will be Cartman. Threw it right into traffic. You had Lovett there, and Lovett just stepped in front of an Earlham player and able to get the steal and the takeaway. And boy, Earlham again just unable to do anything with it offensively. Now Wilmington across midfield. On the dribble and looking ahead is Graney. Graney still in control. And that'll split two Earlham defenders. I believe she might have been looking for Scott to the near side, and she also had Levitt to her left and split both of them as well. Again, Wilmington disrupting the Earlham attempt to go on the counterattack in the box. And for the Quakers, there's a nice steal and takeaway for Cartman to try to get Earlham back on the counter themselves. Here's Mayhew. Barclay looking to chase that one down a pair of eights as Rule for Wilmington, able to take it away from Barclay. Earlham regaining the possession. Here's Harvey. Once again into Wilmington territory as you see the clock down to its final 3 minutes. I mentioned the last attack may have been Earlham's final hope, but they've got to get it right here. Try to tie this thing up. That's Lady. And the ball to the right side once again to McCullough. McCullough takes it to the end line and goes out of bounds. Made a nice move against Thompson. Clock will stop here at about 2.5. Moore back in. Now you can wind the clock as the countdown will continue. Here is Moyer now to put it in play, and Earlham trying to keep it on this side and try to get at least a shot on goal here as we wind this one down. Good steal there by Harvey. Quakers now feel a little more sense of urgency. That's Evans with the left foot and back into the attacking third, but knocked out of bounds. Earlham last-ditch effort here as Cartman puts it out of play, giving that defense a chance to regroup and maybe get one more shot at it. That's Evans in the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Bush. So 90 seconds may not be enough. Quakers would have to really push this one hard, and Evans in no hurry. Get that ball out of there, double teamed, and it goes out of play. Again, Earlham the last to touch it. Smart move by Evans. You just guard the ball right there, and you're going to run a lot of time off the clock. Earlham again will have to hurry here. 1 minute remaining. It does go out of play, but they say Earlham the last to touch. It's another throw in, and Wilmington's going to go short, and that's another smart play. There's no need to throw that inbounds any further. As you know, you can waste a ton of time, and Wilmington, another takeaway. Barclay takes a shot from behind by Rule. And again, you hear the fans
1 minute remaining.
Feeling the sense of urgency. They say there's 1 minute remaining, so we're off a little bit on our clock by just a few seconds. So about 30 seconds added to that clock. Barclay cleared away Wilmington again, and that one may have done it right there. Earlham even tried to get it out of there that time, but it's been one of those days for the Quakers on offense. Just nothing generated the entire afternoon. You'll hear I'm sure at some point we'll hear the countdown. Quakers, last opportunity here for Earlham. Can they get one in? And they will not, as that goes out of bounds. Final 8 seconds on the clock. Earlham, here's Barclay. Barclay to Lady. Lady can't get a shot, and that's going to do it. Well, that's going to do it this afternoon on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lose it if Earlham lose it. 1-0. We'll come back in a moment and name the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. This is Earlham Women's Soccer and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Well, Earlham dropping this one 1-0 here at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College as the Quakers, with the loss, they fall now to 0-4 on the season. Wilmington picking up their second win on the year. We are going to name now the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game here this afternoon. And real quick, statistically, for both these teams, Wilmington 20 shots, the Earlham Quakers with just 4. 8 shots on goal for Wilmington, Earlham with 3. 3 saves by Wilmington, 7 by Earlham, 7 corners by Wilmington, 2 by Earlham. Earlham was offsides twice, 10 fouls by Wilmington, 5 by Earlham, and 1 yellow on the day by Wilmington. And our Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game, we're going to go with Stacey. Stacey had 7 saves on the afternoon, gave up the 1 goal in the first half, but again, Stacey solid today with those 7 saves, and she is now the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. Earlham back in action. They'll be here at Matlack coming up on Saturday. They'll take on Ohio Wesleyan. That is a 1 o'clock start time. You can catch all the action right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. And don't forget also all the Earlham sports news on GoEarlham.com. But your final score here this afternoon, Wilmington 1, Earlham nothing. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Women's Soccer, Radio Troy Digital Sports.